When you hear of trending, hashtags, and followers, what do you think of? Twitter is a real-time information network that connects you to the latest stories, ideas, opinions, and news about what you find interesting, says a post on Twitter's webpage. Twitter is on a non-stop climb to being the top social network out there. The creation of Twitter, the basic functions, and the popularity of Twitter are all important pieces to this up-and-coming social networking site. The creation of Twitter has really changed the face of social networking. According to an article titled How Twitter Was Born, found at www.140characters.com, Twitter was created in 2006. The idea came from a man by the name of Jack wanting to be able to make a networking site that you could post what you were thinking or doing for your friends to see. Twitter.com was actually a rebranded version of a private program that had the same name but was spelled differently. The first version of it was created for private use. They first launched it to the public, but it did not take off the way they had hoped it would. Not to mention, you had to pay in order to post anything online. They got an idea of Twitter from the kind of spelling Flickr has. They wanted something original. After coming up with this idea of Twitter, the next thing to do was to create the functions of it. Twitter has an insanely large amount of functions it is capable of doing. The basic idea of Twitter is quite simple. Twitter is a lot like Facebook in many ways. Twitter is set up so that you are given the opportunity to share with your followers what you are doing, thinking, or seeing in 140 characters or less. According to www.seranioaustin.com, as Twitter spreads in popularity, people started to tweet links to images or interesting articles. According to www.textforlondon, hashtags are used simply for people to search for tweets that have a common topic. For example, on the Country Lyrics tweeting webpage, if you click on it, on this tweet they have, I've got boots and shoes got wings, hashtag Dustin Lynch. If you click on Dustin Lynch, it will bring up many results for Dustin Lynch. For example, when many people use Dustin Lynch as a hashtag, it will bring up all the different results for that. According to www.hashtags.org, trending topics can be described as those topics being discussed more than others. If you are on the Twitter webpage and you go to the Connect option, you will bring up all of your friends. If you then click on the Discover option, you will be brought to a page that has different options. Many are tweets, activities, and here are the trends. The top trends right now are hashtag BTR Faith Moments, hashtag Sexy Fans, hashtag Campament02, hashtag Jonas Fans Follow Party, hashtag Things People Do That Piss Me Off, DJ Khaled, Chaz, Norway, Denmark, and Rihanna. That is just some of the many trends that are going on now. All different functions that Twitter has is what helps make it become as popular as it is today. If I was to be a guessing person, I would assume that the creators of Twitter never thought that it would be nearly as accessible as it is today. Twitter has become popular back in 2009 when it was released to the public and has continuously picked up followers since then. According to www.twitter.com, celebrities will use Twitter to share things with their fans. Also, new places will use Twitter to release breaking news. People turn to Twitter for all sorts of updates. Twitter truly is on a non-stop climb to being the next greatest social networking site in the world. The creation of Twitter, its many different functions, and its popularity has made it a force to be reckoned with. I can honestly say that I, for one, am obsessed with the use of Twitter. I have tweeted over 982 tweets, and I'm still on the rise. With me being obsessed with Twitter, I can just say that I am yet another one of those crazy people. So on that note, will you let yourself be sucked into the wonderful world of trending, following, and hashtagging?